Okay, good morning, class. Good morning, class. So today we're looking at financial maths. At this point, we have given you exercise 12.3 form, correct? Because of load shedding, it threw us out a bit. So at this point, our learners has answered the exercise 12.3's odd numbers already. So I will explain the examples, then I will go straight into the odd numbers of exercise 12.3, which is on page 269. Okay, and I'm going to first do the examples on page. I'm reading from page 268. Okay, so today we're looking at loan repayments. So basically, when we borrow money from financial institutions, um, we are charged an interest on that amount, and of course, we need to pay it back. Okay, there's two ways of paying it back. It's either on a once lump sum, once off lump sum, at the end of the time period, or we can pay it on a monthly basis or a weekly basis or a daily basis, whatever you decide. Okay. But the more logical repayment is either the lump sum at the end of the time period or on a monthly basis. As you get your salary, you pay off the loan plus the interest. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what they say about the loan repayments. Money borrowed from a bank or financial institution in the form of a loan must be repaid over a agreed period of time. There are two types of loan repayments. On some loans, such as home loans, the interest is paid on the reducing balance. We do this more in grade 12. As you start to repay the loan, the balance reduces and you pay the interest only on the money outstanding. Okay? The other loans, such as hire purchase HP agreement, the interest is calculated as simple interest. So as soon as we read HP, we know it's going to be simple interest on the full amount of the loan over the entire payment period. So this is something to note at this point is that hire purchase, say for argument's sake, you buy a fridge today, okay, an HP. And they charge you, say the fridge is whatever amount, and they say 10,000, and the interest on that is 1,500 per year. Now, if you agree to pay that fridge over a period of 2 years, so it's 10,000 plus, what did I say, 1,500 per year, so it's going to be for 2 years. So in other words, you need to pay back 13,000 rand in total. Not so. So if I divide that by 24 months, I must pay 541 rand and 67 cents per month for 2 years. Okay. However, if I take that fridge today and I purchase, come Monday morning, for some reason or other, I get a payout. My mother gives me a 10,000 rand or whatever. Money comes through, and I decide to pay that fridge in cash or to settle the balance. Even if I'm going to do that the Monday morning, today's Friday, Monday morning, I would still be liable to pay 13,000 rand. Okay, because why that interest was calculated on the whole amount, and it's the whole amount that needs to be paid back, irrespective if you are paying it over a shorter period of time. Also, if you now, of course, default in pay, then of course they charge you an additional late fee and so on. Okay, that's why to do these things. It's better for you to save up. Okay. But, we know this certain we got Islamic banking also nowadays, no? Yes, Islamic banking. So hire purchase loan agreement, the hire purchase HP loan agreement is a short-term loan. Interest is calculated on simple interest on the full amount of the loan over the entire payment period. Something to note at this point, people often buy furniture, household appliance on hire purchase. They sign an agreement with a bank, financial institution, or the supplier. The loan, together with the interest, is repaid over a agreed period of time by equal monthly payments. Insurance costs can also be added to the loan. Now, the insurance cost is only added at the end of your calculation. So if we look at the calculation that we made here, which is on the calculators, which is showing 541 and 67 cents. If that is your monthly installment and you agree on an insurance, the insurance is added on a monthly basis. Say the insurance is 40 Rand, then it's going to be 581 Rand and 67 cents. If you default on the insurance, they don't charge you for it. Okay? It's just that your policy won't stand that month. It won't be active for that month that you miss your payment. Okay, but there's no interest charged on your insurance policy. Okay, something to note at this point. Insurance costs can also be added to the loan. Then we are told that the goods remain the property of the financial institution until the loan is paid in full. So that fridge remains the financial institution or the shops that you're buying it at until the loan is on amortized or paid in full. Okay. Amortized basically means to pay in full. Alright. Looking at the examples on page 268. We are told that Annie buys a television set and DVD player for 14,800 Rand. Nowadays, TVs cost over 28,000 Rand. No? Yeah, the flat screen big TV that you guys have. No? That I see in the shops. I don't have on my own. Sin is very expensive. Okay. He pays 2,220 Rand in cash and the balance is paid for hire purchase. People, that is also called what? The 2,220 Rand is also called what? Deposit. Okay, it's called a deposit. Okay, it's paid in cash. The loan agreement with an interest rate of 16% per annum. The loan is repaid over a 3-year period. Calculate and his monthly payments. So firstly, we need to know which formula we're going to use here. It's going to be the simple interest formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I times N. So what's my P value? The loan amount. Is it going to be 40,800 Rand? No. Why? Because once you make a deposit, okay, we'll pay in cash at the beginning. That amount that you pay, the deposit amount, will be deducted from the cash price. You guys understand? So the bigger the deposit, the smaller or lower your monthly installments will be. And the less interest, of course, you will pay as well. Okay. So if you're going to work out your principal, it's going to be 40,800 minus 2,220 Rand. Which now gives me 14,800 minus 2,220 gives me an answer of 12,580. 12,580 Rand. So what we're going to now do is we're going to calculate the amount that needs to be paid in total. So your A amount is equal to P, which is what, 12,580 Rand into 1 plus I. 16% is 0.16 times, and how many years is this for? 3 years. So let's put that in the calculator. Let's answer into 1 plus 0.16 times 3 years gives us 18,618 Rand and 40 cents. Okay, but have you answered the question? The question was calculate and his monthly repayments. So the monthly installment is going to be A over N times 12. And what's your amount? 18,618 Rand and 40 cents divided by 3 times 12, which is also 36. So I divide the answer by 36, gives me an answer of 517 Rand and 18 cents. Okay, you guys understand? Then it says calculate the total amount of money paid over the 3 years. The total amount of money that was paid over 3 years. So in other words, the total is going to be your deposit plus your month your A value. Not so. So when how much deposit was paid? 2,220 rand plus it was 618 rand, 18,618 rand and 40 cents. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to be your deposit plus your total monthly installments instead of that. Right? And if you work out 51718 times 36, you'll get again that answer of 18,618 and some odd cents. Okay. Are you all with me? Okay. So let's put the calculator. So 2,220 rand plus 18,618 rand and 40 cents. 20,000. 838 rand and 40 cents. Calculate how much extra Andy paid. So in other words, that is the interest. Not so. So how do you calculate now? Yeah, for C, for the interest, we always say it's going to be A minus P. Would have been my interest only. But now this has the deposit and all of those things in as well. So what we do is we take the cash price and we minus it from this total. Can you see that? It's going to be a total minus the cash price. So that is what he pays was extra over and above the cash price. So it's going to be 20,838 rand and 40 cents minus, and the cash price for this piece was for this 40,800. 40,800. See if it's not behind the calculator. That's fine. Then minus 14,800. I mean answer 6,038 rand and 40 cents. See how much interest he's paying over that 3-year period. We look at the price of the item of 40,800. We take that amount over 14,800. Gives you 40%. He's paying more, 40% more than the actual thing. Okay. A lot of money, no? That's why the rich stays rich. The poor becomes poorer. No? This is the reason why Islam says we shouldn't be doing these things. Okay. Does it make sense why it's haram? Huh? But why would somebody want to do this? Why do you think they would want to do something like this? Pay extra 6,338 rand for this? Because you can't afford this amount at once. That's all. So because you can't afford it at once, they capitalize on it. Okay. But you guys understand? People, at this point, you guys should have completed exercise 12.3, the odd numbers. Let's go straight into it. So number 1, so that we can take now. Alright, the young couple buys furniture for their new home using a hire purchase loan of 28,000 rand. The interest charged on the loan is 18,000 and 18% per annum simple interest over 4 years. Calculate the monthly payments if there's no initial down payment. So this person is not making a deposit. Not so. So what do I do? I will apply the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I, the exponent, times what? That's simple interest. HP is simple interest. Okay. So it makes 28,000 rand into 1 plus, the percentage is 18%, the simple interest is 0.18 times how many years? 4 years. Okay. It's going to be 28,000 into 1 plus 0.18 times 4. Gives me 48,160 rand. Jesus. Massive, no? So he's paying more than 20,000 rand extra. Okay. Calculate the monthly repayments. So the monthly installments is going to be A over N times 12. So what's your A value? 48,160 over 48. Or 4 times 12. Divided by 48 gives me 1,003 rand and 33 cents. Okay, you guys understand? Notice the interest is huge. Once I'm done with this page. Alright. So here in number 3 we are told Musa sees an advertisement in the newspaper for combined radio and CD player. That the advertisement reads, pay only 398 rand per month for 24 months. The cash price of the radio is 6,300 rand. Calculate how much interest is paid over the 2 years. So if we're going to look at the interest paid over the 2 years, we see it's going to be the total paid, the total amount paid, minus the cash price. Right. So how do we calculate the total amount paid? 398 times 24. 398 rand and 24. Did they make a deposit there? No deposit is made. Okay. For cash down payment there? No. Minus. What's the cash price of this piece? 6,300. So for the item. So we go, we calculate 398 times 24 times minus 6,300. Gives you 3,252 rand. 3,252 rand. It's more than, it's about half or more than half. Divided by 6,300. Can you see that? That they charge you 50% of the price of the items is being charged in interest. Okay. It's huge, it's big. Alright, let's look at B. B says, calculate the simple interest rate per annum if the advertisement refers to a higher purchase loan agreement. People, if they say HP, what do we know? Simple interest. So A is equal to P into 1 plus I times N. So, what is the principal? 6,300 into 1 plus I is what we're calculating times. How many years is this for? 24 months is 2 years. Yes. And what is the total, the A value? It has to be that. So it's 398 times 24. What would I work it out? Okay. So what do I do first? Divide by 6,300. So that cancels. So 1 plus 2i is equal to 398 times 24 over 6,300. Okay, which gives us 1.516. We take it over the equal sign. 0, the number of course carry on, 516 divided by 2 gives me 25 something. Minus 1 divided by 2 times 100 give me a rate of 25.8%. You see the claim I made earlier on was about 50%. Over 2 years, it is 50%. So that's 25% per year. Okay. So if you had to take this over 4 years, then you would have paid 100% of the value of this. So it basically pays double. Okay. Likewise, if you buy a house over 20 years, the house costs R1,000,000. No? If you buy a house over 20 years, you're going to pay in interest more than 1.1 million. So that house, no? In total, you would pay 2.1 million, more than 2.1 for that house. So how much is the bank gaining? 1.1 million. Yeah. Okay, we are told that Mrs. Naidu buys furniture for a new house at the cost of 58,000 rand. She pays 20% in cash and the balance through hire purchase. With an interest rate of 14% per annum over 4 years. She also pays 3% per annum on the hire purchase price for insurance. This is added to a monthly repayment. Calculate the total amount of money she has to pay on the loan, including the interest over 4 years. So in other words, here I'm just calculating my A value. Not so. So A is equal to B into 1 plus I times N. Why times N? Because why it is higher purchase. Okay. She pays a deposit of 20%. So 58,000, so the deposit is equal to 58,000 times 20%. Okay. So it's going to be 58,000 times 20%. Which is 100 and, 11,600. You all agree with that? So the principal or the loan amount is going to be 58,000 rand minus 11,600. Or if you just wanted to go straight into that, you could have just said 58,000 times 0.8. Okay, because the question was not calculated, it was done. Okay. So it's going to be 58,000 minus that answer gives you. So the loan amount is 46,400. You will understand it? 46,400. So, as I said, it could be calculated or the principal is going to be 58,000 times 0.8 or 80 over 100. No? 58,000. She's the same answer. So start here. Okay. So now with that we'll do the calculation. So that will simply work out to be 46,400 into 1 plus. The interest rate 14%, so 0.14 multiplied by for 4 years. Alright, so let's work that out. So answer into 1 plus 0.14 multiplied by 4. Give you 72,000. 72,384. Okay. You see that people? Now calculate the total amount of money that she has to pay on the loan, including the interest of calculate the total amount of money that she has to pay on the loan. Okay, so that's the amount they're looking on the loan. Okay, just check what answer they got at the back. Then if they added that 16,100, that 11,600. I don't think they should have added it there. No, I understand it wrong. Calculate the total amount of money that she has to pay on the loan. Okay, it's on the loan, so it should be this answer. Just checking. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
So what is the three? Why is the 3%?
Sorry?
The 3%.
The 3% is on the insurance. So say for argument's sake, this furniture is stolen or is damaged for some reason or other, no? Other than physical damage or yeah, you intend to damage the thing. No? So it either can be because of a house fire, whatever. Then the company replaces this furniture within the 4 year period to its full state. Okay. So if it's a fire, they would replace it. With some water damage, they would probably fix it. Whatever the price of the case might be. They steal it. They steal they break into the house and they steal all the furniture. They will replace the furniture for you, provided that you're paying that 3% every month. Okay? But that question is still coming up. Looks like this time you didn't do your homework. I'm a line of you. You see? But anyway, you win some, you lose some. Not everybody's going to get that from that. Calculate the amount of money that you pays for insurance over 4 years. Calculate the amount of money. So firstly, I must calculate how much is the insurance. Not so. So if we look at the insurance, let's use a different pen. Let's go. So if I look at the insurance is 3% per annum on the purchase price of insurance. 3% per annum. What does per annum mean? Per year. You also pay 3% on the purchase. What is the purchase price? Is it 46,400? Or is it 58,000 rand? The purchase price is the original price, the cash price. And what is the cash price? 58,000. Did you see that? So it's going to be 58,000 rand. Is the insurance per annum. It's going to be 58,000 rand multiplied by 3%. Give me your 58,000 times 3% gives you 1,740. That is per annum. But they want to know the total amount of money that she pays for insurance over 4 years. So for 4 years, what do? I take 1,740 and I times it by 4. That should give you 5,000 something. Multiplied by 4. 6,969. 6,969. You guys understand? Then in C, the question says, calculate the monthly payments including insurance. So C, the monthly payment, monthly installment is going to be A over N times 12. Okay. So this is now without the insurance. So how much do they need to pay back? needs to pay 72,384 rand. Not so. That's the amount they need to pay back. So it's going to be 72,384 rand, and it's over 4 times 12 or 48. So that's the monthly installment. Okay. How much is the insurance per month? Per month. How much is it for the year? 1,740 rand. Not so. How much is it for the month? 1,740, and then I was divided by. Can you see that, people? So, in other words, in total, what she's paying in total, what the person is paying in total, it's going to be the sum of these two values. Can you see that, people? Per month, we can say the total per month. It's going to be 72,384 rand over 48 plus 1,740 over 12. You don't have to show this if you can just think it out. No? You don't have to show that. I'm just breaking it up for the learners that is not here so that they make sense of what we are doing there as well. Okay. So 72,384 rand. That's over 48 plus 1,740 rand. That's over 12. I get an answer of 1,758 rand and 53 cents. What answer did I get? 1,753 rand and 53 cents. 1,600. 1,653 rand. So it's less than this. So let's see. So this answer is the same, no? And this year 6,960?
Yes.
6,960. I could have seen that your total is going to be the sum of the two, which is 6,960 plus, what's it, 72,000, eh? 72,384 rand, and that's over 48. So it's 6,960 plus 72,384 rand, that's over 48. So 1,653, is that what they have? That is correct. 1,653. So where did I go wrong? One six five. That is the correct one. So where I went wrong is 672,384 divided by 48. 117. Let's check this. 72,384 and over 48. Plus 1740 over 12. I think I probably pressed something wrong earlier. 17. Oh, there is my mistake. That's supposed to have been 48 years. Sorry about that. Alright, it's good that we checked. So that is the correct answer. Okay. Otherwise, there's also alternate method now to have done the calculation. Okay. People, number 7. Look at the newspaper advertisement. we are told that this one is a bit smaller. Buy a laser color printer for 390 Rand per month. You have 36 months to pay. Calculate the cash price of the printer, assuming that the advertisement is based on a higher purchase agreement with an interest rate of 15% per annum, and there are no insurance costs or deposit paid. Right, so when we start here, calculate the cash price, assuming that the advertisement is based on higher purchase. Alright, so how much is paid in total here? Firstly, the formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus I times N, as it's HP. I can calculate my A value, not so. So it's going to be 390 Rand times 36. 390 times 36 gives us 14,040 Rand. 14,040 Rand. Okay. They want to know the cash price, so I want to miscalculate P, not so. Alright, so how many years is this for? So N is going to be 3 years. As 36 months is 3 years. Okay. So I say 14,040 Rand equals, I'm subbing into the formula now, the cash price, which is also your principal in this case, 1 plus your interest rate is 15%. So 0,15 times, and it's for 3 years. Okay. So how do I get P on its own? You divide both sides by this interest factor, 0,1 plus 0,15 times 3. 1 plus 0,15 times 3. Of course, that cancels. So therefore, P is equal to 40,040 Rand over 1 plus 0.15 times 3. Give me an answer of 9,000. 9,682 Rand and 76 cents. Okay. Any confusion there? And that brings us basically to the end of it. Yeah. Okay, so inflation is our next topic. Okay. Stop the video at this point.